Hi guys, sorry about the bad lighting. I know, I'm supposed to stop apologizing. Still, I forgot to replace the light bulb in here. I had a few people ask me the difference about my different babies. Obviously, this still has Abby. She hasn't been shipped back to Tammy yet. So thought I'd make a quick video before I did that. These are the different babies I have. My standard weighted neonate, which, as you can see, her back is completely flat, nothing on it. There's RealCare Baby 2, who has even a more contoured back than a neonate. In the neonate right here, as you can see on her, where the box would go, you can see like there's not really definition of shoulder blades. The back is kind of flat. And the RealCare 2 babies and the RealCare 2 Baby Pluses have a more natural looking back. The 2s actually have a better looking back in my opinion because of how they had to put the rechargeable battery. They're right here. And then this is, the doll itself is a standard 4, G4, but the box is a G5 because it has the 2 little prongs on it for the head support. I brought some batteries just to shove in here to see if it even turns on because honestly I don't know. I have had this doll for over 10 years. And I honestly have never had it on once. And it lights up, so I guess we are good. And then here's where you can... That's probably because it hasn't had a simulation. Head support 0, rough handle good, neglect good, and total minutes cried 0. It won't start crying. This one, I want to say the babies could be on their tummies. If it had the prong, if it had the things touching the 2 prongs, if it was an actual G5, it would, it couldn't be on its tummy, but I think the 4s could be on their tummy, so like you could put the box this, well, yeah, this way. Oh, never mind. Can't be on its tummy or it'll cry. And there's swimming babies on the tummy. So, as soon as I flip it over, it stops. So, it would go into baby like this. But, so, yeah, I'll just set it straight up like this. So, apparently, it does work. Take the batteries out because I don't need them in there. This was kind of checking her for the video, or testing her for the video. So this is my standard the doll itself is the G4. The G5s have the, as I call them, flip top heads that need the head support. I don't have a RealCare 1 baby, and actually these aren't even in order because these 2 would be switched. Yeah. And then I've already talked about my RealCare 2 baby. I'm going to do a video just on her. I just haven't gotten it done yet because I wanted to kind of get the stuff with Miss Abby. I'm not going to say out of the way. But since Abby's going to have to go to her new mommy soon, I wanted to kind of make the videos with Abby first. And then Tiffany obviously is just a plain baby. But this is the difference, what their backs look like. The molds, like the head molds are all the same across the board, no matter what doll you have. There's going to be some differences because I'm not even going to flip them over right now because there's some surprises on Abby. But like if you've seen Abby and Luna together, even compared to Skylar and Caitlin, they're all the same face mold, but there's going to be different variances from when they were molded. And they're just usually, they look identical, but there's just slight variances. And the only difference is Japanese. Like I've got Yukito, who is the old style Japanese baby. they came out with a new style. That the head is rounder. It's got a more fuller face. They're super cute babies. I had a male RealCare too, and while I really loved him, when they first came out, I had a female, and she was very feminine. I ended up putting eyelashes on her. Those ones do come with eyebrows, but I put eyelashes on her, and she was extremely feminine looking. And when I had the boy, I just could not get over, like, I just kept thinking he looked like a girl. And I love that face sculpt, but I have so many girls and I need more boys. I was talking to my friend Ashley the other day, and she was kind of making fun of me, and I just see the magnet came out of this, so I need to redo that. My friend Ashley was kind of making fun of me because I'm like, if I get a RealCare 3, I don't know what I want to get. I really, 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 really want a Native American boy. I have always had Native American girls, and that is always my favorite. That's my favorite face sculpt. So, honestly, I really think if I get a RealCare 3, it's going to be a Native American boy. I've had numerous baby think-it-overs in my past. I have had, started up, my first RealCare 2 was a Native American girl named Ella, who I sold to a friend of mine who renamed her Miella. And she still has her. And then I purchased the Japanese girl as a RealCare 2. And then I purchased a light African American RealCare 2 plus boy. And then I purchased a Hispanic plus boy. And then I had a fourth one. What was the other one? I had the Japanese, the Hispanic, the African American light. Who else did I have? I had at one point 4 RealCare 2, RealCare 2 pluses. What sculpt was it? So I had the Japanese, Hispanic. Oh, a Caucasian girl. That was the 4th one. And I ended up selling all of them. I actually sold the Caucasian girl first. And I sold the control unit with her. And I couldn't... Okay, I'm going to try to make it so she can't see this one. I sold the Hispanic, or the Caucasian girl first. And the lady I sold her to, I sold the control unit to. And I could not purchase a new control unit because that's when they had switched over to the X sticks, and I had some RealCare 2s which the X sticks did not work with, so I had the X sticks that the RealCare 2s did not work with, and so I needed the control unit to get my 2s to work. And I just decided I couldn't buy one from the company because they didn't sell them anymore. And looking on eBay, they were selling for over $700, and they still are. And honestly, it just floors me. Like, the one that I got, I did not pay anywhere near $700 for. I lucked out. It was a buy it now. I don't know if the seller didn't know what they had and they had it really cheap, and I just happened to be on, and I actually bought it before I bought my Japanese boy. I had the control unit before I bought the doll. My husband's like, why are you buying that? You sold all your dolls. And I go, because I really want another one, and this control unit is super cheap, and in order to get another one, I need the control unit, And I will never find one again for this price. And I have yet to see one for that price. In fact, a broken one sold on eBay recently for over $200. So, if you're looking for RealCares 2s, honestly, I would get... You can see Teffy sleeping on her bed now. Teffy! Come on. You want to come? Come? Yeah. She's being cat. Are you going to cat right now? Are you going to cat right now? You're just going to ignore me? She's looking at me, but you can't really see her face because of the shadowing. Well, we've got Mr. Jack. He'll come. Okay, before anybody gets disturbed, last baby to get a magnet in her head. I've got to pull it off if I can get it off. Yeah, as long as I've got her head off. This is what the inside of, hopefully you can kind of see in there, of a standard standard baby think it over looks like. Get the shadow. You can see the box spot, and then there's like one of those bags in there like the neonates have. Okay. I'm not being able to get it right now. I'll point you guys to the crib right now. But I've pretty much, the only ethnicity I haven't had in a RealCare 2 is an African American light or dark and an Asian. And honestly, the Asian sculpt, while it's cute, it's not really my favorite. So, and at that, like looking at my neonates, even though I have 2 Caucasians, I have a boy and a girl now because I have Caitlin and Skylar, which I will get rid of neither of them. Oh, she did have a magnet at some point because it's sticky in here. But if I get a RealCare 3, I really think I'm going to go for a native boy. Because I need to get more boys. And if I can find it, I might look for a RealCare 2 Plus dark African boy. Even though I have the neonate. I mean, in the neonates, honestly, all I need is... I was talking to Crystal about this. I'm like, I've got all of the neonates. Because, yeah. I got the light, the dark, the Caucasian, native, Hispanic, Japanese. The only one I'm missing is, I believe they called it Hum. Or in Baby Think It Over, it's neonate or Asian sculpt. That's the only one I'm missing. And I told her if I can find an Asian boy neonate, I will be good with my neonates. And so I really don't want to get a RealCare or a RealCare 3 in an Asian. So that's where I keep going. I really think I'm going to get a Native American boy. I mean, I have 3 Caucasians. And honestly, I'm not in love with the Caucasian sculpt. I only kept Luna over... I wanted to keep one of my RealCare 2s, pluses. And I kept her over the Japanese boy. Because, like I said, he looked like a girl to me. I could not get the girl image out of my head. I almost dressed him like a girl more than once. So, that's why he was the one that found the new home. But... enough rambling for this video. I've got a couple more ideas to use with Miss Abby before I send her off. And I've had a few requests from Tammy to do videos. One of them is I'm going to set him on demo. Or set her on demo. And let my son take care of her. My son. My daughter could care less about the dolls as long as they're... if it's oh, what are those? I cannot even think of the doll right now. Baby Alive. Those are the only dolls she cares about. But my son, with him being on the spectrum, he's not a fan of the crying, but he will help tend to them. And so she thought that would be cute to do a video with him. So with Abby. And I hope, and then I'll have to get Abby boxed up and shipped off. I will do a boxing video. The boxing video will be uploaded and waiting on YouTube until after Tammy receives it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. I'm surprising Tammy with something. And, you know, it's going to be fun to box it up. But I don't want to ruin the surprise to Tammy. A few people know what the surprise is. And they think she'll love it. But I don't want to ruin it for her. So I hope everybody has a great day. And I will see you all later. Bye.